you got? What can I do for you?
So, what was so much different about this time when you played him? Are you just more mature? You learned so much from the first time you played him?
Well, first thing, we were healthy.
Yeah.
And that had a lot to do with it. We, early in the year, even though I kept saying to you guys, we're winning games, but we still are not there yet. We had 5 new guys that early in the year we were trying to work into our system. Phil had been out for a long, long time, and we didn't necessarily have the right rotation. And then when he came back, he missed a couple of games because he just, even though he was healthy, he still was kind of getting the game together. And so it kind of kept us in flux a little bit. And then, you know, Terrence came. Terrence, we didn't even know, Terrence didn't start in Virginia because he had bruised his heel and didn't practice prior to, and we didn't know he was going to be able to play until warm-ups, to the point where we didn't even start him. Started PJ. So we had, and if you remember correctly, MJ had missed 2 games because he had bumped his knee, and then he came down with the flu prior to that. So we had a lot of moving parts, and plus we were not really experienced. We were just, you know, doing that time of year, and we were growing and learning and developing. And I think they just took it to us. I mean, the game wasn't even close. The score, the final score was not an indication of how bad they beat us. We just cut it there at the end, and it looked on paper respectable. But it was a 2-possession game with 4 minutes to go in the first half, and then from those last 4 minutes, we went 17 points down at halftime, and we were digging ourselves out of the ditch. They only scored 26 points the second half up there. I mean, our defense was solid, but we had dug a hole for ourselves. It was just hard.
But you guys showed some fight right away in this one, right? You had to be proud of that, just the way you guys fought, the way you guys defended.
Well, I think tonight, because of the respect we had for them and the outstanding team that they have, we knew that it had to be a 40-minute effort. We had to finish our plays, and we had to really fight for 40 minutes. And I thought our guys did that.
Yesterday, Devin and Terrence made the big shots at the end. Today, David had the big second half. You say all season you have multiple heroes. And
I've said all along that we win games by committee, and I think we've had 9 different guys be leading scorers on this team during the year, and that's who we are. And for whatever reason, that's how we have to play with this edition of our team. And I get a lot of questions about it, but that's kind of the way this team is built. You know, we don't have a Zion Williams, a one-and-done guy who can go out and, you know, just playing 38, 39 minutes. You know, our guys are best suited for the way we are playing, and they have bought into it. They make sacrifice for one another. They play with an unselfish spirit. And tonight we just have to put it all together against a very, very good basketball team.
Do you think you guys kind of like crashing the party on these big stages, and everybody's talking about Carolina and Duke and Virginia and all that?
Well, we try not to get caught up in all of that because we can't control how people perceive us. What we can do is just go out and worry about those things we can control, and that's giving a tremendous effort for 40 minutes, make good decisions and execute the offense on the other end, and then when you make a mistake, playing through the mistake and just moving on to the next play. And I think that's what our guys did tonight. And sometimes when you someone inexperienced like we have, some of the guys, they have a tendency to carry one mistake and let it bother them and move on to another one. But tonight I thought that we brushed off the mistakes we made and got back in the fight.
What's it say about David? You know, he played in Patriot League tournaments, which, you know, they're a big deal. They're playing for their lives, but they're not in front of those kind of crowds. For him to step up in that moment, he's kind of made big plays for you all year.
David is a kid from Chicago, and those kids they play a lot of hard-nosed playground basketball up there, and they grow up with a toughness about it. David, I believe, scored 1,300 points in 3 years at Albany. That's a lot of points, which means that he's extremely confident. He's a graduate student. He's a little older, more mature, and he wanted to he came to Florida State because he wanted to be in this situation. He wanted to go to the NCAA tournament. He wanted to have a chance to play on national TV and play against big games like this. And so he's excited about it. He's prepared mentally, emotionally, and he's done this for us all year long.